Hi everybody, welcome to Elite Tutorials. We make the best use of the available time by studying during this free time. If you are not a student of Elite Tutorial and want the images of the textbook, you may call us on 9699 599 299 and we shall mail it to you. And you don't have to worry, you have to even mark your doubts and we shall discuss the same with the live doubts by clearing all your doubts and we'll have the lectures. Okay, so wishing all a very good luck for the new academic year. That's my 8th standards, and today we shall begin with the first history chapter, which is called as the beginning of the modern world. Now what the points I have written on the board is basically your complete chapter. Okay, the complete chapter. Now the beginning of the modern world means we are going to understand history as a modern world, something which is really very worth understanding. It is also called as a period of transition. What is the meaning of transition? Transition is a change that is taking place. Like for example, I must say that now there is a huge transition going on in our society. And what is that transition? We have learned to live life a very simple way. Like since 1.5 months, the way we are living, the way we are eating food, okay, not moving out much. So there is a lot of transition, and this transition is actually for the best. Okay. Now this transition, what we are going to understand in history is also something what is happening, like you can say the modern history that happened because of it. Okay. Before I start with the chapter, I want each one of you to be ready with your PDF file. You can keep a notebook and a pen next to you so that whatever we are going to do the explanation, whatever is your doubts, you can just mark it them and keep, and we will be clearing them. Fine. 8th standard history, geography is very easy. What all I have written on the board is what is your chapter all about. Okay, so we will complete it in 2 sessions so that you understand it really very well. Fine. Now the first thing what I have written down out over here is what is history. Okay, basically we all know what is history. Like children always feel that why do we have to do history? It's very important to know your past, okay, because your present remains secure, and what all mistakes has happened in the past does not happen in the future. So that is the reason why your history is very important. Now history is being divided into ancient, medieval and modern. Ancient history is your Harappan, your Vedic, everything. When you come to medieval, we are talking about the Gupta periods, we are talking about Napoleon, etc. And if we come to modern, the European modern history started in the 15th century. But if I am talking about India's modern history, it is not very far from us, but it is something which happened in the 18th century. Okay? Now that is what is basically told in your first page, that is page number 9. Okay? Next is, which are the 2 important sources that actually tells us what history is all about. There are 2 important sources. One is called as primary source and the secondary source. Come to page number 10. Okay, coming to page number 10, that is this side, where you have your primary sources and secondary sources. Now they have given you those bullet points. Okay, out of those bullet points, there are about 7 to 8 bullet points. You don't have to learn all the 7 to 8, but you have to at least minimum keep 5 bullet points ready. So what are primary sources? Primary sources are something which is found out first hand. And where are they preserved? They are kept in archives, they are kept in museums. You must have all visited a museum. Museum में जो भी चीज दिखाई देता है, they all come under the category called as primary resources. Okay. Now apart from that, all the original documents, Britishers के time का जो था, they also come under your primary documents. Fine. Then literary works. Literary का मतलब होता है literature work, poems, poetries. Okay, that all that was being written long back by big authors. They all come under the primary resources. Historical work, then you have artistic works like painting, sketching, engraving, drawing. They all come under your primary sources. Then you have photographs, audio cassettes, films, video tapes of different incidents and interviews of important personalities. They all come under primary. Primary का मतलब होता है first hand information. मतलब इसमें जो भी तुमको मिलता है वो तुमने you have kept it, you have preserved it, and for further use it is being used. Okay. Now newspapers, that is English and any languages, is all supposed to be primary sources. And archaeological remains, that is like monuments, artifacts, they all come under primary. Okay, monuments जो कुछ भी archaeological department ने find out किया, they all come under primary sources. Coming to what do you mean by secondary sources, which is on the other side. Fine, ये picture के just ऊपर. What is the meaning of primary secondary sources? Sorry, they are the books, reviews, reports, articles written by historians and scholars who study and research primary source material. They interpret का मतलब है they look out for all the evidences, okay, and they arrive at conclusion. Like for example, ये जो book लिखा हुआ है, they basically come under your secondary sources. Why? Because this book information, what all is there inside this, is not taken from only one source. It is taken from different sources. वो डिफरेंट सोर्सेज को एक साथ लेकर आके उसको एडिट किया है, थोड़ा लैंग्वेजेस चेंज किया है, ठीक है, फोटोग्राफ्स डाला है, और तब जाके ये तुम्हारा टेक्स्ट बुक बनता है. सो दिस इज व्हाट इज बेसिकली कॉल्ड एज योर सेकेंडरी सोर्सेज. ओके, नाउ वी कम टू व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय, so that is what is the meaning of history, that is the meaning of your sources. Fine. Now coming to the same page number 10. Now modern period in Europe, like what I am saying now, the chapter begins from here. When did the modern period basically start in Europe? It has basically started in the year, I mean you can say right in the 15th century. Fine. That was a time when basically you can say feudal lords who were there in Europe started declining. New towns started coming up, new cities started coming up, all vibrant things started happening in Europe. Okay, so that is a time when new things are happening in some particular place on the earth. Okay, that is basically called as your modern period. Fine. Okay, now we come to the most important part that happened during the modern period is none other than Renaissance, which is explained in your page number 11. Fine. Now I have written down points out over here for us to understand very well. You can read the textbook later on. You can again write down the doubts and keep, and we will clear your doubts. Okay? But I will not try to read much from the textbook, वरना बहुत ज़्यादा boring हो जाएगा. Fine? Okay. Now, what is the meaning of Renaissance? Renaissance is, the meaning of Renaissance का मतलब ही होता है rebirth और revival. Okay? Rebirth और revival. Fine? This is very important. Renaissance कहाँ पे हुआ है? Renaissance basically took place in Europe. You can say it has taken place in Europe. Now, what was the reason for Renaissance to take place? Now, when did it take place? Okay, it took place between 13th and 16th century. That means it has not happened in a span of some few days or few months. लेकिन centuries लगा है for this Renaissance to take place. And कहाँ पे हुआ है? It has happened in Europe. Okay. Now, Renaissance कैसे हो गया है? Very important thing. There is a place called as Constantinople. Constantinople, which is near to Mediterranean Sea. Now, this Constantinople was captured by the Byzantine Empire. Fine. Now, this Constantinople was only a link between the Eastern world and the Western world. Eastern world and Western world के बीच में अगर कोई link था, या you can say trading कर सकता था, so that was only possible through Constantinople. Now, this Constantinople, which was under the Byzantine Empire, it was captured by Ottoman Turks. Okay, Ottoman Turks. Now, the Turks, they took Constantinople. So, the route, you can say, between the Eastern world and the Western world was taken over by the Ottoman Turks. Now, what do we do next? Now, you cannot just sit and think कि करे तो next क्या करे. Okay. Now, what has happened is, even though the Ottoman Turks took this place, the Europeans did not stop. Okay, what did they do is, they found out different ways to reach the Eastern world, because they understood, see कि सिर्फ एक ही जगह था जो East and Western world को connect कर सकता था. But now, because that place is being taken over by the Ottoman Turks, we have to find out other routes also. Okay, so that was the most important thing that happened. Now, Constantinople में कौन रहते थे? There were big scholars, historians who were Greek scholars. Greek scholars, they got scared because Constantinople was captured. What did these Greek scholars do? They ran away from Constantinople, and where did they go? They basically went and settled down in Italy. आज के तारीख में इटली के नाम से हम सबको डर लगता है, लेकिन वो टाइम पे they went and they settled down in Italy. After settling down in Italy, the best part is वहाँ के kings and queens, okay, they started sponsoring these Greek scholars. मतलब Greek scholars जो भी लिखते थे, okay, उनके manuscripts, everything was sponsored by these kings and the queen. उनको support करते थे. तो Greek scholars कॉन्स्टेंटिनोपल छोड़ के when they went to Italy, वहाँ पे उनका काम को और भी ज़्यादा सपोर्ट मिलने लगा and they started flourishing out over there. Flourishing करते करते their work not only spread in Italy but it went to many other parts of Europe. Like for example, Rome, then it went to Venice, it went to Florence, it went to Milan. So if you visit those places today, you can see, you know, the art, architecture, the sculpture is something which has come from the Renaissance period. Okay, so very beautiful sculptures, very huge architectural buildings. The monuments are very beautiful, all white in color. So ये सब कुछ कब हुआ था during the Renaissance period. और ये सब किया किसने है? They are basically done by the Greek people who have left Constantinople and they have come down to Italy. Okay, great. Now after coming out over there, what new things started happening in Europe? क्योंकि Renaissance हो रहा है, ठीक है? तो something new has to keep happening. What was the new thing that started happening? People started questioning. Okay, people started questioning whom? The authorities. Like पहले के ज़माने में when you tell something, you know, people used to blindly follow. But Renaissance के time पे people stopped blindly following. They started asking questions. They used to challenge the questions. कि ऐसा नहीं तो ऐसा करोगे तो क्या होगा? So when you start challenging and when you start asking questions, वहाँ पे the rebirth takes place. वहाँ पे the Renaissance takes place. And that is exactly that was happening. Next important thing during Renaissance time was what? Okay, rationalism. Rationalism का मतलब क्या होता है? दिमाग से सोचने का. You know, it is very important. हम लोग कभी कभी बोलते हैं think practical or be rational. In the sense, don't talk just like, you know, कुछ भी बोल दिया. नहीं. People started thinking rationally. They understood कि something is going wrong somewhere. We have to stand for ourselves. And when you start thinking like this way, na, that's the biggest renaissance that takes place. And you are not going with the crowd. मतलब crowd जिस तरफ जा रहा है उसके पीछे पीछे नहीं जाना है. वो crowd वहाँ पे क्यों जा रहा है? क्या सच में कुछ काम है वहाँ पे? And काम नहीं है तो why should I follow the crowd? I will take another direction because I want to do the change. That is the meaning of Renaissance. So people started even thinking everything rationally. Fine. Next important thing, there was scientific temper. Scientific temper का मतलब क्या होता है? Everything cannot be orthodox and superstitious. Okay, हर एक चीज को हम orthodox and superstitious से connect नहीं कर सकते. Something is there which is called as scientific temper. So people understood that we cannot follow anything blindly. It is wrong. So there is something science in that. How it is, where it is, what is the use of it, we need to understand that. And then we should believe it. Like हमारे country में बहुत ज़्यादा superstitious होता है. So it is actually wrong. Like people say that you're not, when the cat crosses your way, it is a superstitious thing. But I feel that that is not a superstitious thing. The reason is because cat बेचारा अपना रास्ता जा रहा है और हम लोग अपना रास्ता जा रहे हैं. तो you know जब हमको change कुछ चीज़ का करना होता है ना, सबसे important चीज़ हमारे सोच में हमको change करना पड़ता है. इसके लिए हम लोग बोलते हैं सोच बदलेगा ना तो सब कुछ बदलेगा. एंड वही अभी आज के माहौल में वही है. नाउ पीपल आर गेटिंग बग्ड अप कि हमको बाहर निकलना है. बट वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड वन थिंग इज वी आर स्टिल इन डेंजर. ओके, आवर कंट्री स्टिल इन डेंजर. सो इफ वी गो आउट नाउ थिंकिंग दैट कुछ नहीं होगा, नहीं होने वाला है. सो वी हैव टू थिंक रैशनली, बिकॉज इफ वी थिंक रैशनली द चेंज कैन टेक प्लेस एंड द चेंज विल बी फॉर द बेटरमेंट ऑफ द फ्यूचर जनरेशन. ओके, द सेम थिंग साइंटिफिक टेम्पर होने लग गया था. स्पिरिट ऑफ इंक्वायरी. You know the meaning of spirit of inquiry? Spirit of inquiry का मतलब होता है to inquire. You should ask a question. WH questions. WH questions का मतलब होता है ask a question why, where, how, when, and you should be getting answer for that. That does not mean I'm telling you people to go and ask these questions to your parents. You know पीछे पढ़ने का वैसा नहीं. लेकिन अगर कोई तुम्हें बोलता है कि you know ये बात पे विश्वास करो, तो ask them why should I believe? Give me an evidence to it. तो पहले के लोग you know blindly they used to follow it. उन लोग एविडेंस भी नहीं पूछते थे. लेकिन रेनेसांस के टाइम पे they started asking questions and that made a lot of difference. क्योंकि जब सवाल पूछा जाता है उसका जवाब भी एक्सपेक्ट किया जाता है, और जवाब मिलने के बाद में व्हेन यू डिसाइड टू चेंज, तो वो चेंज बहुत अच्छा होता है। सो व्हेन द प्राइम मिनिस्टर टेल्स अस दैट वी नीड टू बी एट होम टिल May 30 if needed, there is some reason why we need to be at home till May 30, and not that we just keep on moving everywhere and try to bring more danger into our life. So that is the meaning of spirit of inquiry. Divine affairs to human affairs. पहले के टाइम पे the paintings you must have seen if you visit temples and everything, the temples of course will have only the paintings of gods and goddesses. लेकिन पहले के जो artisans थे, like Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, Raphael, they used to also have only pictures drawn of gods and goddesses. लेकिन Renaissance के टाइम पे there was a shift of drawing from gods to humans. That is how we cannot forget Mona Lisa, done by Leonardo da Vinci. Okay? मतलब पहले लोग सिर्फ भगवान की ड्राइंग्स करते थे क्योंकि उन्होंने सोचा था कि खाली यही होता है। फिर उन्होंने समझ में आ गया उनको कि भगवान भी है, बट देयर इज समथिंग इवन मोर ब्यूटीफुल देन दैट, विच इज कॉल्ड एज ह्यूमंस। तो ह्यूमन फॉर्म के ऊपर उन लोग पोएम्स लिखना स्टार्ट कर दिया, ड्रामा लिखना स्टार्ट कर दिया, लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल विलियम शेक्सपियर, देन all his plays and everything. Then people used to, all these big people used to start writing paintings and everything on human beings. Like for example, if you are sad, your painting will come as a sad face. If you are happy, that painting shows as a happy face. You're smiling, you're opened up so much. So ये सब कुछ कब होने लग गया था? रेनेसांस के टाइम पे। तो रेनेसांस के टाइम पे यूरोप में you could basically see a lot of artisans, lot of sculptors, architectures, a lot of painters, lot of writers, बहुत कुछ होने लग गए थे क्योंकि they got something so beautiful in hand कि उन लोगों को समझ में आ गया था कि अभी हमको we have to come out of this and we have to make it even more beautiful for people to understand. Last point is, see, art, architecture, poets, everything started flourishing during the Renaissance time. So can you imagine, Renaissance is such a beautiful thing that has happened. And today we are taking this Renaissance का जो कुछ भी है, we are learning and we are still moving ahead. Like if we visit any monuments which is so beautiful, grand है, okay, उनका monuments इतना intricate designs है, everything because of the Renaissance, okay. Renaissance हो जाने के बाद में the next beautiful thing, okay, अभी इतना सब कुछ इतना अच्छा हो गया है, इतना अच्छा हो गया है, इससे थोड़ा एक कदम और आगे हमको बढ़ना है. और what did the Europeans basically did is they started with the voyage of discovery. Voyage of discovery, you have to come to page number 12. Okay, page number 12. Voyage of discovery. Under voyage of discovery, why the voyage of discovery takes place? Of course, it is for exploring and for discovery. जैसे मैंने तुम लोगों को यहाँ बताया था, Constantinople was the only place that connected the eastern and the western world. Now this place is being captured by the Ottoman Turks. So do you think the European sailors will just sit and cry and think कि अभी हम लोग क्या करें? No. You know, European sailors, they were very, very enterprising. They were challenging. They said that no, we will find out new routes. Okay? And they used to take their ships and just start moving. And you know who used to sponsor them? The kings and queens. Spain का बोलो, Italy का बोलो, France का बोलो. They used to just sponsor. Portuguese का बोलो, Dutch का बोलो. You know, they used to just tell the sailors, जाओ, take food, take as many sailors you want, and you will only come back after you find out new sea routes. And these new sea routes, that is how America was being found out, that's how India was found out, that's how Africa was found out. Okay? So you have many, many explorers who did this great work. Fine? Coming to important discoveries. If you come down to important discoveries on page 12, you have some important people whose markings you have to keep it ready. क्योंकि यहाँ पे who are the important discoverers and which are the places that they have discovered, you have to know that very well. They can ask you in your match the following. ठीक है? Like for example, I'll just tell it verbally. बाद में वापस तुम लोग लिख सकते हो. Like Portuguese prince Henry the Navigator ने he sent out several expeditions to explore the west coast of Africa. ये तुम्हारा first है. Second, 1498 में Bartholomew Dias reached the southern tip of South African continent. And unfortunately वहाँ पे उसने राउंड मारते मारते द केप ऑफ गुड होप उन्होंने नाम दिया, एंड देन अगेन ही रिटर्न टू यूरोप. ओके, next is coming to the right hand side, you cannot forget the most important Portuguese sailor who came to our country by the name of Vasco da Gama. ठीक है, he came and he reached Calicut, and he was a person who also took a round of the Cape of Good Hope, and instead of going back to Portugal, he decided कि let me go towards the right side मतलब towards the Asian side, and he reached Calicut. Calicut कहाँ पे है? केरला का one of the cities in Kerala, southern tip of Kerala में है वो. So that is how he reached out over there, and hooray, he found out the land of India, okay, for the Europeans. Next paragraph में you have to mark about Italian sailor living in Spain, Christopher Columbus. He sailed westward from Europe, of course with the help of King and Queen of Spain. He was sure that he would reach the east if he sailed westward. But where did he go and reach? He reached the Caribbean islands of Central America. ठीक है? And then these are the important people who have actually done the discoveries. Okay? तो यहाँ पे हमने 4 discoverers का नाम पढ़ना है हमको, और क्या उन्होंने किया है वो हमको तैयार रखना है. ठीक है? Next one is Spain and Portugal divided the newly discovered lands in the east and west among themselves. कितना अच्छा है ना, मिल बांट के उन लोग ने ले लिया, क्योंकि स्पेन के, इटालियन के, पोर्चुगल के सेलर्स ना बहुत ही चैलेंजिंग टाइप थे. सो उनको जो कुछ भी मिलता था मिल बांट के उन लोग ने ले लिया. मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग, जब ये डिस्कवरीज हो गया, यू नो, आफ्टर द इम्पॉर्टेंट डिस्कवरीज व्हाट स्टार्टेड टेकिंग प्लेस? ग्रोथ ऑफ ट्रेड एंड कॉमर्स. सही बात है ना. इफ यू आर गोइंग टू फाइंड आउट न्यू ट्रेड रूट्स, ओके, बिटवीन डिफरेंट वर्ल्ड्स, ओके, डिफरेंट कॉन्टिनेंट्स के बीच में, so what is going to start? Trade and commerce is going to start, and that is going to flourish like anything. Trade and commerce अगर start होता है, so a new class of people started who are called as merchants, because trade and commerce को संभालता कौन है? मैं और तुम नहीं कर सकते हो, लेकिन merchants करते हैं. And merchants का काम क्या होता है? लेना देना, okay, trading करने का. How much money, okay, what are the goods going, where it is going, and everything was done by ship through water. No airways, no land. Next important thing, there was even the rise of a middle class. Okay, middle class. Now, traders का काम क्या होता है? They are basically doing trading. लेकिन ये trading का जो हिसाब किताब होता है, like accounts, ठीक है, administration, ये सब संभालने वाले कौन होते थे? The middle class. So during this time, even the middle class started emerging. And what was the work of the middle class? They used to keep an account of what all is the money coming, how much it is a profit, okay, accounts लिखने का. तभी के टाइम पे कंप्यूटर नहीं था, but everything was handwritten. Okay, so you had clerks, you had professionals who was taking care of the accounts. And then of course you need the middle class who's taking care of the city. Fine. Then because of voyage and discovery, colonization started taking place. Of which whole continent? Asia, Africa, Latin America. You know the meaning of colonization? When one country works for another country, the country who's working is called as a colony. India was a colony of England for how many years? Nearly 200 years. What is the meaning of that? India में से जो भी raw material होगा, where will it go? It will go all the way to England. England में those raw materials will be converted into finished goods, and those finished goods will be again sold where? In the Indian market. So India is basically the colony of England. Okay, so this is the meaning of colonization. And can you imagine the countries who were in the forefront of colonization was England, there was France, there was USA. इन लोग के बीच में कंपटीशन था कि जितने सारे एशिया अफ्रीका के कंट्रीज को कॉलोनी बना सकते हैं उन लोग उतना बनाते थे. ब्रिटेन ने तो बहुत सारा बना के रखा था. लाइक यू कैन से साउथ ईस्ट एशिया वाज ऑलमोस्ट इनसाइड ब्रिटेन. हमारा इंडिया तो था ही, ऑफ कोर्स यू कैन से द म्यांमार, द बर्मा, ये सब जो बाद में आया, बट दे वर ऑल पार्ट ऑफ द कॉलोनाइजेशन. ठीक है, सो वॉयज एंड डिस्कवरी में this is what exactly happened. Fine. So I'll just go through. We understood what is the 3 different type of history. We understood the 2 different types of sources. From sources, with the real history begins with the most important and beautiful thing that happened called as Renaissance. Renaissance का मतलब ही होता है rebirth and revival. And if there are beautiful changes happening out over here, ये ब्यूटीफुल चेंजेस के बाद में द नेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट चेंज दैट हैपेंड वाज वॉयजेस ऑफ डिस्कवरी. ठीक है, फ्रॉम वॉयजेस ऑफ डिस्कवरी आई हैव पुट एन एरो मार्क. सब कुछ अच्छा चल रहा है, रेनेसांस भी हो गया, डिस्कवरर्स ने बहुत कुछ डिस्कवरी भी किया है. ठीक है, जब सब कुछ अच्छा चल रहा है तो मैंने थर्ड टॉपिक क्या लिखा हुआ है यहाँ पे. थर्ड टॉपिक इज बेसिकली कॉल्ड एज रिफॉर्मेशन. ओके, नाउ दैट you come down to page number 13. Okay, reformation में आने से पहले let me tell you the meaning of reformation. Now why reformation was necessary? Reformation का मतलब ही क्या होता है? Again reform means again you have to make some changes. अभी ये कहाँ पे changes हो रहा था? I'll tell you. I have written down points out over here for you to understand again. Now reformation, first point हमने क्या लिखा है? Reformation basically took place in the Roman Catholic Church. Where did it take place? In the Roman Catholic Church. RCC, Roman Catholic Church. Why? Because at that point of time, people used to consider the Pope as the supreme head. People used to consider in Europe, they used to consider the Pope as the supreme head. मतलब पोप ने जो बोला बस वही सुनना है, उसके आगे इन लोग का कभी भी दिमाग नहीं चलता था. So unfortunately, the Pope used to take advantage of the people's innocence. Okay, unfortunately, life revolved around the Roman Catholic Church. You know, there are many people who are so much into temple, into church, into God, कि इन लोगों को कभी ना सोसाइटी के बारे में या कुछ और दिखाई नहीं देता है. उनको लगता है कि हमने कुछ गलत किया तो भगवान को गुस्सा आएगा. Like now also, if you can say that when we are saying temples and everything is being shut, it is very important for us to close down everything, because they are the places where too much of crowd goes, there is a lot of threat for this virus to spread. So God will not get angry. लेकिन पहले के लोग को वो नहीं समझता, and they used to feel that जो भी Roman Catholic Church ने बोला है, पोप ने बोला है, हमको वही सुनना है, उसके आगे कुछ सोचने का नहीं. So when you start believing what the Roman Catholic Church or the Pope tells, then what happens is your life is revolving around that only, which is not really great. What used to happen, देखो, they used to follow blind faith in the sense, you know, जो भी पोप बोलते थे, they used to listen. Why? The reason is because they used to not read the Bible. Bible was in the Latin language, and not everybody could understand the Latin language. ठीक है? So Bible was in that language, and unfortunately the Pope used to make some changes and he used to tell the people कि Bible tells you to do like this, Bible tells you not to do like this. So people used to listen to that and they used to follow the Pope. They used to feel that if you don't listen to the Pope, you will not get salvation. You know the meaning of salvation? Salvation का मतलब होता है मोक्ष. मोक्ष मतलब मरने के बाद में जन्म नहीं मिलेगा. ठीक है? So they used to feel that if you don't listen to the Pope, you will not get salvation. So they used to be even scared. और पूरा उनका लाइफ जो भी पोप बोलते थे वो ही करते थे. एंड पोप अनफॉर्चुनेटली यूज्ड टू टेक एडवांटेज. सी, दे यूज्ड टू से इफ यू वांट टू हैव सैल्वेशन यू शुड डू कंप्लीट सरेंडर. कंप्लीट सरेंडर मतलब अगर तुमको मोक्ष चाहिए, कंप्लीटली यू सरेंडर योरसेल्फ टू द चर्च, कंप्लीटली सरेंडर योरसेल्फ टू रोमन कैथोलिक चर्च, एंड देन यू विल श्योरली गेट द सैल्वेशन. सो पीपल यूज्ड टू नॉट थिंक एनीथिंग. मतलब उनको ऐसा लगता था कि जैसे पोप ने बोला वैसे ही हमको करना है. You know, इसके लिए हम लोग बोलते हैं प्लीज डोंट फॉलो एनीबॉडी ब्लाइंडली, इंक्लूडिंग योर व्हाट्सएप मैसेजेस. प्लीज चेक व्हाट इज राइट, प्लीज फॉलो दैट. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज पोप हैड इवन मोनोपोली ऑफ एजुकेशन. यू नो, एजुकेशन जो स्कूल्स होते थे, यूनिवर्सिटीज होते थे, उस पर भी किसका हक होता था? पूरा द पोप. द पोप वॉज इन्वॉल्व इवन इन दैट. सो यू नो, पीपल यूज्ड टू फील कि दिन रात खाली पोप ही सब जगह पे दिखाई देता है. Because Pope had actually influenced Europe so much, and they had influenced the society a lot. Okay, anger of the papacy, they used to burn them alive. You know, anybody used to stand against the Pope. Like, you know, for example, there used to be so many big philosophers. There used to be so many learned people who used to stand against the Pope. इनके साथ क्या होता था पता है? Unfortunately, in the public, they were burned alive. Okay, or they used to be hanged. And you know, when the public used to see that, they used to come to know कि yes, you cannot stand against the Pope, because the Pope, if they get angry, they can do anything. Okay, unfortunately, Copernicus and all of those people, they were being branded as heretic. Heretic का मतलब है somebody who's lost it. तो उनको बोलते थे जस्ट गेट आउट फ्रॉम द सोसाइटी, एक्सकम्युनिकेट करते थे उनको, नहीं दिखाई देना चाहिए यहाँ पे। सो इतना इन्फ्लुएंस था पोप का। कैन यू इमेजिन इफ समबडी इन्फ्लुएंसेस यू सो मच, तुम्हारा सोच ही बंद हो जाता है, तुम्हारा दिमाग ही बंद हो जाता है, वो नहीं होना चाहिए, दैट इज रॉन्ग। तब क्या होता है, रिफॉर्मेशन होता है। जैसे हम लोग बोलते हैं ना, कुछ भी एक सबक सीखने के लिए बहुत बड़ा चीज होना बहुत जरूरी है। इंडियंस को आज के तारीख में सबक सिखाने के लिए बहुत बड़ा चीज आया है। आज के बाद में इंडियंस आर गोइंग टू बी वेरी वेरी केयरफुल, हाथ धोने का, मास्क पहनने का, सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग रखने का, ज्यादा क्राउड में नहीं जाने का। एवरीबडी इज गोइंग टू रिमेंबर दिस फॉर द नेक्स्ट एटलीस्ट 1 year फॉर श्योर, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट इज they even had political affair in the sense, you know, when I'm talking about Italy, Rome, Venice, यहाँ पे kings हुआ करते थे who used to take care of these provinces. You know, people used to not listen much to what the king used to say, जितना इन लोग पोप का सुनते थे। मतलब तुम सोच सकते हो कि पोप का कितना influence था लोगों के ऊपर। And you know, the king used to feel that after all, politically, I am stronger, I am the ruler. People, I am the person who's supposed to take care of my subjects. But the Pope used to even indulge in the work of the political kings. So you can imagine anywhere and everywhere it was only the Pope. Clergymen, priests, everybody started becoming wealthy. You know, मतलब क्यों wealthy हो रहा था? We'll come to know that very soon in the causes. क्यों? Because there were times where they used to amass a lot of wealth. Amass a lot of wealth मतलब उनके पास इतना पैसा आता था कि these clergymen, these priests, they started becoming richer and richer. And of course, the common people are only making them richer because they used to believe what the Pope used to tell them. Okay? So, these are the reasons because of which Reformation was very important to take place. So, come down to your page number 13. We have the paragraph called as Meaning of Reformation. That whole paragraph is very important. The Reformation is what? It is a protest movement against the authoritarianism and the evil practices of the Roman Catholic Church. Who is having all the authority? The Roman Catholic Church. Evil practices कहाँ पे हो रहा था? Roman Catholic Church. उसके against we have to stand. It was a revolt against the orthodoxy, conservatism, blind faith that was stifling. Stifling means present and aggressive and a stumbling block to the intellectual and spiritual advancement of the people. मतलब हम लोग बोलते हैं ना कि अगर ये बुद्धि तुम सोचना बंद कर दोगे और किसी को तुम ब्लाइंडली फॉलो करोगे तो इट इज रियली वेरी बैड। एंड ऐसे टाइम पे देन यू नीड टू हैव समथिंग वेरी बिग हैपनिंग इन द वर्ल्ड। ओके, इट इज ऑल्सो नोन एज अ प्रोटेस्टेंट मूवमेंट। ओके, रिफॉर्मेशन मूवमेंट का एक और नाम है प्रोटेस्टेंट मूवमेंट। व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड एज प्रोटेस्टेंट मूवमेंट? वी विल कम टू नो दैट वेरी सून in the causes of Reformation. Okay, till then we have covered with what is history, sources, Renaissance, voyage of discovery, and we have done till what is the reason for Reformation to take place, meaning of Reformation. Reformation का दूसरा नाम है Protestant movement. Reformation क्यों हुआ, causes, यहाँ से we will start very soon. Till then, just read, mark down your doubts. I'll come back very soon. Take care. Bye.